Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk business once again. I'm really excited to talk about my profession, which is business analyst. And in this talk, I'm going to present about various aspects of business analyst. I'm really sorry about this plain sound because I'm recording this video from the airport hotel. Before getting into the business analysis, let me introduce myself. I am Ravi and I am having more than 14 years of experience in business analysis and I'm largely associated with PNC and general insurance domain. If you have any question related to this session, you can reach me out at ravi.s.sharma@hotmail.com or you can also reach me out at linkedin.com/in/Ravi S. Sharma. So there are many good websites which talks about the business analyst and they clarify what is this profession all about, and there are absolutely great material available in on the internet. With this talk or with this presentation, it's my effort to make the new students and professional uh, aware about the business analyst profession in much more trimmed down, or you can say in a colloquial way. So as I said, that I am a business analyst and I'm working as a business analyst in an IT company, and I play largely a very central role in any project and in any enhancement. And I'm really excited about my profession, and this profession gives me a lot of recognition and knowledge, and it also gave me opportunity to express myself and to talk to the different people and to explore new places, culture, etc. So I'm really excited about my profession. And I have a very different name in the industry. Somebody called me as a functional consultant, somebody called me subject matter expert, somebody called me business system analyst, and I'm also known as requirement analyst. In much more mature IT organization, people also call me as solution designer, solution architect, or maybe business architect. Currently, I'm working as a solution architect in a US-based IT company. Well, before starting the business analysis profession and then what business analysts do, let me present you a good story and a simple story about how requirement managed and where things go wrong in terms of managing the software requirement. So, as you say in this slide, the customer, they got a really simple requirement. They want to have a swing with three pedals over there, and this is what they explained. And how the project leader understood it, and he understood it in a very different way. And then when he started explaining it to the engineer who designed it, he took it in a different, absolutely in a bizarre way. And then when he explained to the programmer, he have no idea what exactly customer is looking for, so he designed in an absolutely different way, which is having no use at all. And when it goes to the sales department, they sell it like they are going to sell you as a couch which is hanging in the tree, and they charge, handsomely to the customer for this. So as you can see over here, it's absolutely a perfect example of missing the communication across the stakeholders, and as a result of this, we got a absolutely frustrated customer, a red hot frustrated customer. And this guy got all the valid point to become frustrated, because once, if you are not able to manage software properly, software requirement properly, it's a loss of time, it's a loss of effort, it's loss of money, sometimes company reputation, and they got a many consequential losses. So it is a very essential to manage it, the software requirement properly, to avoid this kind of a red hot customer. Well, who is going to help here? So this pretty lady, and she is a business analyst, and she came all the way and she said like, I'm here to make things right. And how she is going to make things right, we are going to know in couple of slides. So going forward, like before that, who is basically a business analyst and how he is going to help in order to make the expectation clear in order to make sure that everything across the board is clear and everybody is on the same page. So the business analyst is basically a bridge which is between the business, and the technology. So this is the bridge. So business analysts act as a bridge, and they make sure that everybody understand everybody. So here, as shown in this picture, this guy represent the IT, and he explained what he can do to business analyst in his own language, and the business analyst then explain the same thing to the stakeholder which represent the business in their language. Similarly, when the stakeholder want to communicate something to the IT, they go to the business analyst, they explain things to the business analyst, and then analyst explain the same thing to the IT, so that they can understand it well, and by doing this, the business analyst make sure that everybody is having a clear understanding about what is expected from the software. Going forward to the next slide, what actually business analysts do. So business analysts play a multiple role, and he wear a multiple hats, depending on the requirement. Sometimes business analysts write the technical specification along with the technical team. Sometimes business analyst involved in the software testing. Sometimes he put a hat of customer support and started representing the customer. Sometimes he get engaged in the prioritization of work, and sometimes he started working on the migration and conversion, where he also spent time to train business user to how to use the software, how to use the specific module what he designed. Here on your right hand side, the business analyst, as I said earlier, plays a central role in the software development. So business analyst communicate to the project sponsor that what he and she is trying to achieve, whereas, as I said earlier, he communicate to the software developer and explain what exactly is required from the business. And on the other side, he also go and explain the business requirement to the tester, so that they can design their test script, which is targeting the business use case what business analyst is trying to address. He also manage the various stakeholders in the process, like IT and other related stakeholders, and he is also maintaining a strong relationship with the business user who is ultimately going to use his software application. And then business analyst is closely working with the project manager in terms of scoping and maintaining the status of various tasks during the project. So business analyst plays a very central role in the software development life cycle, and because of this, the profile of business analyst is very crucial in terms of the overall project success. Going forward, what are the key responsibilities what business analyst manages? So the one of the topmost and key responsibility is the gathering and prepare the business requirement. Here he gather the business requirement in a different ways. He talk to the business user, he shadow, he use various technique to gather the business requirement. He also plan and document business requirement, so that everybody will be on the same page, will have a common understanding about the business requirement, and the various different plan which is associated with the business requirement. He analyze and model requirement to make sure that the solution what he is thinking is the right fit for the particular business case or the business problem what he is trying to address. He is also managing the changes in the requirement, and he also prioritize those changes. Because of his knowledge, he understand when to address what changes are inevitable, and they are bound to happen in the software development, but how to manage those changes is a job of business analyst along with project manager and other key stakeholders. And also business analysts perform acceptance testing, through which he ensures that whatever is developed is addressing the business requirement. So these are the key responsibilities what business analysts hold during the projects. So what exactly you need to become a business analyst? So there, yes, there are many universities in India and abroad which is offering the courses in business analysis. IIM, Ahmedabad, IIM, Calcutta, they are offering very exciting courses in business analyst. But what I think is anything is accepted in the business analyst. There's no hard rule for degree to become business analyst, so anybody can become a business analyst. The only thing what you need to have a good domain understanding. I'll come to this point after some time. And then you also need to have good communication skills, and you should also have a good stakeholder management mindset or flair. So, but of late, I have observed in various cases the good way to get into the IT and as a IT business analyst is to do a BE and MBA. BE provide you a, a technical mindset, whereas MBA give you a business flair. So this is also a good combination to start as a business analyst career. So when you talk about the domain knowledge or the strong domain knowledge, so there are two type of business analysts. One business analyst, they are generic business analysts, like the way I explained. You get this BE done and MBA done, and then you join the IT company. The IT company provide you a training about tools and techniques in business analyst, and then you become business analyst. But in this case, you are largely depend on the business users to explain you what exactly business user want. So you have a very because of your limited understanding about the business, you provide a very little input to the overall solutioning. But these type of business analysts are having a good and sound understanding about the various tools and technique which is used to gather and capture requirement. The other side of the business analyst is domain specific business analyst, and these people, they spend considerable amount of time in their area. Like me, I spend uh, my career in insurance. So this type of guys can actually give their input to the business when they are taking the requirement. So they understand the business better, they can communicate to the business stakeholder better because they understand the business. So obviously they can also bring a lot of value in terms of capturing the business requirement and understanding the business requirement, even communicating the business requirement. So definitely, when you compare to both the business analyst generic and the domain specific business analyst, I prefer a domain specific business analyst because they have their own advantage of getting things done fast. Going forward, apart from the standard education qualification, you must have the combination of hard skill and soft skill over here, because when you let me pull out my pen over here. So the soft skill, if you see, the soft skill comes with the problem solving attitude. So you must be creative in your thinking so that you can have a problem solving mindset, where you can continuously thinking about the various solution for the particular problem. And in order to be a good business analyst, you must have storytelling capabilities. You must be a good storyteller, because then you have to explain your ideas and your views in a very colloquial and in a very informative way. So you must be having a storytelling mindset as well, uh, because you play a central role in the project. So you must be very collaborative in your nature, and then the curiosity is the major driving force which allow you to inquire more and more about the what is happening into the business, and keep on asking question like why this is happening, why that is happening. So curiosity is one of the key factor over here. And then you also must have a command over the communication, because again, you play a central role. The communication is absolutely essential here. So you must be very clear in terms of your written and verbal communications. Along with your soft skill, which is your right side of your brain, the left side of your brain also talk about the hard skill, which you must be having. As a business analyst, you must be a good subject matter expert. As I said earlier in previous slide, and then a subject matter expert who are good in that particular domain. Like me, uh, I spend my time in a PNC or general insurance domain, so I understand the domain well. And then you should have a kind of a mathematics and statistical knowledge, so that you can compare data, you can understand how things works, and then you should also have a technical, a knowledge about thinking the solution rationally and technically. So in this slide, I'm talking about what are the various career path which is available for the business analyst. As I said earlier, after spending some time in the industry and in the domain, you can become what you can be a industry and domain expert, and then the fresh MBA can also join in the IT company as a IT business analyst, and developer and QA over the period of time their understanding on the specific domain, they can also move into the IT business analyst side. And then after spending some time over here understanding what is required and understanding the various tools and technique, you can reach to the senior business analyst. And when you are progressing your career as a business analyst, you are continuously providing your input to sales and business development, which means that you will be involved in the sales and the pre-sales activity. After spending time as a lead BA and understanding the various tools and techniques in the business analysis and domain, you can move to the SME side, which stand for subject matter expert. And then you can also move to the business process engineering and consulting, because you are having a good understanding and solution background now. And then from here you can go to the two different part. You can either go to the product management side or the vendor management side. Vendor management side will take you to the CTO side, and the product management side will take you to the consulting side. Again, I would like to mention here that this is not the hard path for the business analyst. There are different paths available in different companies, but I specifically like this way because this is very close to what I'm progressing right now. So now this brings to the another important point: how much money business analysts make in terms of annual salary. So in India, business analyst is a very key profession, and they are getting paid good. So the median salary of business analyst is somewhere around 14.5 lakhs, which is quite good as compared to the other industry. Uh, and here, if you see, this data is relatively new, and business, it has been taken from one of the leading website which actually capture data related to the roles in the IT. So this guy is the business analyst can earn somewhere from 7 lakhs to 24 lakhs, but absolutely this is not a hard and fast rule in the private companies, especially in IT. It is largely depending on your capabilities to earn, but this data will give you a good idea about what is the earning potential in the business analysis line in India. Let me tell you about myself. So when I was in studies, when I was in college, I was very confused about my future. I don't know what to do, and I really want to go into the MBA. I really want to do some sort of job so that I can earn money. And I was also thinking to go abroad and study abroad, or maybe I can thinking to start my own business. So basically, I was very confused, and then I was kind of like on a roller coaster where I don't know where to go, and it was uh, going left, right, center. So I was really confused, and I don't know how to start my career. So it is something like that. So I read something over here. I have an idea. I did some sort of network. I got things messed up here. I failed many times. There was no way to go, and then I get into the different people, good people. They gave me some path, and I started progressing on the path. So basically it took me, a real good time and a very hard work to reach to start as a business analyst. But what I'm trying to show here or tell you here that um, since it's a good profession, you can start early. You can read about it on the internet. There are many good articles which is available on internet about the business analysis. You can build your own idea, your own questions. You can think about it, how whether this profession fits in your career planning. And you must network with the people who are into this profession. You can also write me, I'll try to help you out. You can also reach to the many awesome business analyst community like batimes.com. You can go there. You can also you know understand what is this business and create your own network over there. And then the success is not overnight. You have to build your own success, and you have to make sure that you are clear in your thinking and you are gradually progressing. So the point here is not to do hard work. You have to do smart work in order to progress like a pro in the business analysis area. So so this is the hard route which you should not follow, and this is the smart way to get the things done. I am very thankful for your time here. So this is all about the business analyst in a very trimmed down and a colloquial way. Of course, there are many things related to the business analyst here, which you can get from internet and all. But this is just an introduction to the business analyst profession. And if you have any question, if you have any doubts, you can reach me out at ravi.s.sharma, and you can also reach me at my LinkedIn profile. And before leaving, you can subscribe to my channel, because keep on going to post new videos about business analysis and domain in my channel, Let's Talk Business. And you will definitely get a benefit from my knowledge and from the other knowledge which I present in. So good night, and have a nice day ahead.